Hey there, welcome back. Maris here, and today we have Skull and Bones, and let's go with full review. I'm not gonna let you wait for the score, so here it is. 4.2 is out of my scale. I gradually evaluate a lot of things, and this is the just average, the outcome of it. But I'm gonna go through each and every one so you can see maybe some things match your desire and how you see things, maybe not. So let's take a little bit deeper dive. And for that, oh yep, I'm gonna bring full screen. So this is the whole pros and cons I have mentioned. We'll go one by one. I'll try to be quick. So this is summary. You can pause, read it through if you want to, but basically 4.2 comes out of a lot of, and there are good things, and in my opinion, where this game lacks a lot of. So let's jump into one by one. So nope, the first is not music, the first will be graphics, and I specifically chose this place where to stand because I had really high rating for it, but I had to lower it because I found even more glaring problems. So this is a solid graphic. I'll let you the camera pan so you see how gorgeous it looks. If you look at the sky, at the fog, the lighting, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what is more important, it's optimized compared to a lot of other games that are also beautiful. For example, you see that sunrise. I have a beefy computer, but even with that, you can lower the settings and it still looks good. It doesn't look like garbage. And we have DLSS options and also FSR, only two, not the third version, which could be better, but the optimization and overall feels great. But I have some problems. One of them is a lack of controls. If you go in the settings, just briefly, if we can take a look at graphics, there are just a few to to know how much it's possible from a computer. It's way more than that, and that feels like it is optimized and made for consoles, which leads to my second point. If we take a look at the mountain clouds, uh, yes, they are just drawn plain blank things, minor thing, but I can't give high rating when you see clouds acting like that. Pay attention to the corner. This is just purely like 10 years ago graphics was like that. I don't know why they went here, but that's not even why I have rating 6. Take a look. I specifically waited for daytime so you can see. Pay attention there on the grass. We have grass, we don't have grass. Have grass, don't have. This is not even a hard, high, far end. This is literally next to my ship. If I turn here, look, by turning, this is where I'm close, where all the grass is drawn. And if I rotate camera, this is nope. They just remove grass because it's too far away. So low distance is so close, it doesn't surprise me. It's kind of good optimized in terms of performance. It runs pretty smooth, no hiccups, no low stuttering, nothing, because it is made and optimized for consoles. But when we talk about PC gaming, we have a quite beefy and good computers. Also, it's good that it's optimized for low performance. But when it comes to this is maximum, this is absolutely highest you can get with DLSS quality. So this low distance is the highest this game is possible to draw, which is just absolutely not high at all. So rating 6, that's the highest I can get. Sorry, not sorry. Here we are. Let's move on. Next part is the music. So for music, I have few words to say. It's like good combat music. When you have a combat, not gonna show. Well, I can show you the combat, but usually is pretty fast paced and just until the enemy dies, then the music is over. But it's great. It's involving. Also, you can keep seeing the visuals. It's, as I said, when you don't see these glaring issues where the grass is popping up and all that, it's pretty good. And okay, let's take a shot at them. Should engage with combat music. So this is a good part. But there's huge but. You can make them sing not in a combat, but you heard the songs, and oh my god, how they have butchered all the sea shanties, especially when you hear Johnny Leave Her shanty. It's like, I don't know. Honestly, the professionals are, of course, singing and everything, but they absolutely missed the point, what was the soul of those shanties. And you can easily in YouTube just, or any other music platform, type a cappella sea shanties. There will be low bass and a lot of talented people re-singing and singing those loved shanties. They would absolutely, you can hear this is the combat music, right? Yeah, and it's over. Anyway, so sea shanties are absolutely disappointing. I can try to trigger it. No, I'm still in combat, right? Yeah, I need a cooldown to get off. You can't have sea shanties and combat music in the same time, obviously. So, but before that, it's not regarding music, but I think I also need to add music and sound. These announcements. And announcements is when your guy at the top sees a ship or something, and they are absolutely all the time screaming and announcing every single ship they see. It gets so annoying, and it doesn't stop. I tried to look at the settings and everything. Nope, there is no possibility to remove them. So it is what it is, and they announce absolutely everything they see. It's so goddamn annoying. And can there is some loot, I guess. But regarding music and everything, when it hits right. But sea shanty butchering, that was absolutely no-go from my side. Let's see if I can trigger them. That's the thing. They are singing, they are there, but they do not hit the spot that is usually there. Oh, that was the legendary map. I guess. Feel free to take it, no problem. So yeah, that's why I have a rating 5. Sea shanties are absolutely missed for me. I haven't found anyone where I would like to sing along. Every single one of them are just, they are there, but nothing more. There is no soul whatsoever. So let me put up the filter so it doesn't bother as much. So let's see what we have on next point to talk about. It is cinematics. So cinematics is pretty big deal. I have absolutely what I like. I always highlight it when you don't have a separate videos like from in-game, where you have your character in-game and then you have some, drawn pictures or something. It's always good if game can have both of them tied together, which this game has. So this is a pretty good thing. Yes, absolutely. But when you do it poorly, maybe then better don't do it at all. So I'm gonna, all the dialogues, all the story mission is, you have a lot of talking, and especially when you arrive at new place, you will have others always, they want to talk before they start selling or doing anything. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like and how the mouth movement is out of sync. This is literally how the story goes. It's not bad, but the plastic face and all that, let's engage so they can talk. You'll see. I'm not gonna put up the sound or everything. That's beyond the point. But this is it. This is that. All the cinematics are literally guys talking. The guys, girls, just talky. This is plastic face. No emotions, nothing. Like, it's not great, absolutely, for any other stretch. And what is more important, this is regarding cinematic part of the game that I'm talking right now about, is unskippable animations everywhere. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When you have a ship and you want to engage and just set sail, look what happens. And it seems minor, Seems, but you see, this one, you can actually press a button and it, from 3 seconds, it goes down to 2 seconds and something like that. And the same when you are out there, you disembark, you know, it's kind of, it gives the feeling there is no load time, despite the fact there is actually loading. But this, when you walk and then now you have controls. Seems absolutely minor thing, but remember, absolutely all the time you will have embarking, this setting anchor, and once you see them, you think that's it? No. Let me show you what happens here. When I mouse over this little animation, this animation where this another screen pops up, you can't click it until it ends animation. Guess how many times you have to click it? There are 76 factories. They are approximately 1 hour, best case scenario 2 hours long, the periods you need to re-engage them. So it's literally, if it's 1 hour, then every minute, like 76 times per hour, you will have to go at the end of the game and open this up and then open one more, like make them choose something to create the factories, the manufacture. And this little animation where you are in a rush, you see, for example, I have a lot of factories out of production. I need to re-enable them, and then you have every single moment wait for this animation. It gets annoying pretty fast, and it's regarding, it's not cinematic, it's animation, so I'm extending here a little bit, but this is annoying. So 4, this is already kind of far stretch, because there is no great cinematics whatsoever. They are really generic and plastic. So 4 is already kind of gift. But that's not a real problem. My opinion, so about the story, I haven't seen anyone ever touch this. Like, everyone's talking about how you cannot board, how you cannot do this and that, which literally comes to, I'm not defending them, but hear me out. No one told there will be boarding. No one told there will be land exploration. Like, these were our expectations because we knew how it went down in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's the thing. But if, and as we set our expectations based on something, but they created something else, expectations were met. But whose fault is that? Again, we expected Black Flag 2. They were like, yeah, but we have Skull and Bones. We have Black Flag at home, and this is Skull and Bones. So I'm not going for that expectations not met. Absolutely. If they were unprecisely set, right? Kind of something like that. It's a letdown, of course, but how no one is talking about the story. The story you just saw, I'm gonna go the other place just for random reasons. For pros, I cannot. There was one I was thinking, like, I can write down, there is one, there is story, like, this is, but is it good enough? This, how long can we go? Like, if there is story, it's like already checkmark? No, hell to the no. So it is unengaging as hell, because whole story is just, when you, I'm gonna show how it goes. You just arrive at the spot, you have killed something, because it's literally go there, kill something, loot, and bring back. That's basically how this, despite, doesn't matter, is it a king, is it a ship, is it a something trader, is it a fort, is it a settlement? Go, kill, loot, come back. So he or she always has something to say. So this is literally the storytelling. These animations, these out of sync mouth movements, they discuss, they say something, then you have some kind of response that does not matter in any case or form or nothing. Just blindly you can click a lot of spacebar, which also skips all these things because it's boring as hell. There is the whole progress at the start, when you literally wake up from crashed ship and someone says, you will be a captain, here, take this letter. It's like, is it lazy storytelling or what? Anyways, the predictable part, especially the first part of the game where absolutely everything like, oh, there will be a trap and this is the treason. It's like, who couldn't see, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much from looter shooter, but it was not highlighted. This animation right here. Why you have to step down? Why? And why you step down when entrance is here? Why entrance is at top? Which again, you can't start purchasing right away. This animation, like, you can fast forward to the point where you can purchase and sell things. Nice. But here, when you finish, why you have to say even more words? It's always, even after you accept the quest, it shows animation that you can pass, and then afterwards she says, go there. Why these filler scenes? They are so annoying, especially when you removed boarding, so it's fast-paced online game, and then fast pace is absolutely destroyed with all these unnecessary animations, right? So the story, in my opinion, I can't give more than 2. This is the lowest rating for everything. It is 2 because there is one which at that same point could be absolutely no. It could be like just progress through the game, get your levels, and sorry but not sorry. Absolutely, this is, in my opinion, it could be great, but it's absolutely not. The next point is pacing. This is, yeah, dynamic and promising start was at the beginning when you have, let me show you, ship, when you have some basic ships, a dough and then beater and what's the names of cutter, like first levels. This like feels like you are developing, you are engaging, you are progressing somewhere because you have even stronger and stronger ships. This is the base number, of course, how you develop. Afterwards, yeah, the game is a little bit different because it is all limited by the score. When you go in the ship, let me show you, manage a ship. This current ship I have right here is level 5. This currently, yeah, behind me it's level 11. You can see here, yeah, level, I have 2 level 11. This is the highest number you can get. You get these numbers just by adding and having more stronger weapons and armor and furniture, but furniture is actually just one legendary, and then the rest of that they have about the same score, 30. So, and how much you can get, of course, on your ship. So it's literally the ship itself at some point doesn't matter because it's all the pacing and everything that you try to lead yourself to better everything. It's just all limited by the score. When you start in the game in this area, it's low level ships, you feel like great and everything, but then you move over and they are a bit stronger, shooting fire and stuff. And here, yeah, this is, yeah, I think I went here a little bit nuts. Wasn't a great fight. I was absolutely destroyed. So the pacing is literally limited by items and things you put on your ship, which is just a number. This little number, 90, that's it. 82, the higher number, the more score you get, the faster you get to 11. That's it. Which leads to another point. It's all grindy. The all mid and late game is absolutely going for these high number shields, high number weapons, which of course you can build. Go to the blacksmith and just ask, hey, blacksmith, can you make something for me? Why the hell it's not opening? I started. Oh, it's... Did I glitch? Oh my goodness. Not while I'm recording. Jesus Christ. Can I get out of here? So yeah, that wasn't happening before. Apparently now it is. Because the guy is absolutely ignoring me. Well. I press talk again. Nothing happens. Alright. The game is absolutely like, oh, you're recording how bad it is? Let me show you. So there you can choose what you want to craft, the cannons or something, something. And there's like, oh, you don't have blueprint. Then you go get a blueprint. Then, oh, you have these and these materials. So then it's literally grind after grind after grind, which is fine when it's fun. So you can choose your own pace how you grind, but it will be grind nevertheless. Especially when we are talking about level 11, you need some 100 and plus rating for weapons or the. Oh my god, I am really. I can't move. Oh my god, I need to restart the game. So how great is that? Let me restart the game and get back with the next point, which will be content. All right, I'm back and I guess it's unstuck now, so we can talk about content. So for content, it's quite simple. If, and as we know now, this is a looter shooter, then it's absolutely nailing the game. It's, yes, you can loot, you can shoot, you absolutely, this is what it is. But from content perspective, I was not expecting the most, basically everything about mid to late game is literally the helm. The helm is 100%. Let me show you what I mean 100% helm endgame. Yeah, spoiler warning whatsoever, but of course it's a review. It's a review when I have seen and I'm gonna talk about whole game, alright? A little bit late, but if you're watching this far, you are aware of this. So, what I'm talking about 100%, let me quickly run you a math a little bit. Endgame is when you build your own contraband network. You have 3 big areas. This is literally when you start. You take over these factories I already showed, which will generate these money. This 8, what's the name? 8 gold. 8 miles, something like that. Oh, pieces of 8, yeah, sorry. It's hard to find because there's no glossary or anything like that, but oh, there is glossary, yeah. No one reads that. So, let me introduce you. Here, you have some manufacturers. You can enable them to start make these pieces of 8. When it's currently like this storage size, you see 80. It's good number. It's 80 coins it can make. It will work for 2 full hours, which literally I have upgraded every single one to at least level 3. So this is already when it's not super expensive to upgrade. What it means, so it will work and generate 36 per hour, so almost those 80 will generate for full 2 hours, right? Which means you can set all of them to work, and here, when they all work, after 2 hours approximately, they will be full because the benefits and everything, right? So in this area, there are only 19 of these factories. When they are full, to all gather them, I have calculated because I've run the whole capture all the gold, it takes me half an hour. When you take half an hour and divide by how approximately much time it takes to gather all of these, you get 1.6 minutes takes to take one. You know what's the fun fact? In total, there are 76 these factories when you count together whole of 3 of these regions. Well, I started also this region, but lost all the interest. When you count together, when whole of these, every single one of them, you will run by 2 hours, they will generate those gold coins, and you spend 1.6 minutes taking every single one of them, the absolute, without any number after comma, you will have 120 minutes. So 2 full hours to generate gold and 2 full hours to gather the gold. That's why I'm saying 100% endgame, when you have all the full factories and you set them to run for 2 hours, when you done collecting the last coin, the first is already done and you need to collect it again, which means you literally don't have anything else any more time to do when you that's the full end game. which is the content, which is the game, which is literally just arriving here, picking coins, here, there, and delivering. And do that for the rest of 76 factories. Fun fact, if you pay attention, I have pushed through the story and everything. I need to open a map. Sorry, it's taking a little bit time, but I need to explain. So this is where the not story, but side quests are. I can pick them up. They are there. You see? There is... Oh shit, I teleported. Because, yeah, it's easy to teleport. Just mouse click over. Ooh, we have some glitches, nice. These quests, they don't give any value whatsoever. They are as boring as always. Just go there, loot there, reclaim lost intel, uncharted, destroy warships. They give you so little. Sometimes there is a chest, sometimes there is cosmetics, but none of them will never beat whatever you can purchase from with these gold coins, which is literally the end game. These gold coins, that's the end game. That's it. So when regarding content, these side quests are little to no. They are pointless as fuck. So that's no content. When you are in the mid-end game, this is it. This is it. Go pick coin, go pick coin, go pick coin. And when you see this mark, wait for animation to come up and then re-enable so it starts and continues producing it. Also, just how I went with the game. 2 days weekend we had open beta where I went. What was the maximum ranking? Some basic ranking. That there was no this infamy ranking. And then basically when the game came out, it took me another 2 days weekend. So 2 weekends, and I had 2 endgame ships, level 11, everything done. No content whatsoever to go with. So if you're wondering why the rating 3, it's literally whole AAA, quadruple A game. It took me 2 weekends. Full days, not gonna lie, it's not like 2-hour gaming. If you have 1 hour in a week, then you have quite a lengthy time to spend here in this game. Otherwise, not really. Alright, spending too much time on this, let's move on. We have game depth, which is customization. I probably wrote it wrong, but sorry for that. Yeah, Google Sheet does not highlight wrongly spelled name words. Ugh. This is great. This is absolutely, if you are talking about this ship management and cosmetics, there is to choose from. Absolutely, yes. You can gather them, you can tailor, you have a lot of ships to create for playing around with models. Yes, and ooh, this is okay, this is beautiful. Anyways, yes, you have that customization and also to customize your character. This, yeah, I think I dressed her pretty good. I like the hat. This is what I'm going with. But if that's depth, I don't know, because the bigger number, I already a little bit touched on the point where, look at the ship. I have pointed 11 ship. Absolutely amazing. What happens if we go and let's say, I don't know. You see, I have a royal armor. 400 is the number. This number is the only thing that matters. I actually sold all the little ones. Already in use, doesn't matter. Oh no, look at this. I changed an armor, which is, well, barely a little bit worse. Now I have level 10 ship. The funny thing is, this number somehow impacts how you stand against other ships. So I have changed just one armor, but if I go against now some ships, everything feels weaker. So even if I have the same weapons and everything, I can't prove it because there is vague information and takes a lot of testing. But literally when you are level 9, for example, but you have best armor, and you are against level 11, it's like, nah, you are in disadvantage. So you have to pump up those numbers. How you can do that? In this case, we have an armor. How much armor we have? Let's take a look. Capacity, whatever it means, but armor 788. So 788, it's like 800. This is 300 more. Does not feel like that much of in numbers difference here, but as this has 400 and now we have 11 ship number, whatever that means, boom, you are great. So the depth is as looter shooter. Higher numbers, everything goes better. That's as simple as that. All this extra nonsense where this for weapons and things you can read as there is increased damage to the sails and weak points. Yes, there is weak points and such, but at the end you just click and shoot, reload, click and shoot. If you hit, you hit, and yeah, it doesn't feel like nothing there is that worth of attention. And also, yeah, the wind, everyone mentions when you are sailing, there is this problem where wind is just randomly pushing in some directions. None of that matters. You will always be better just to go against it. Just full sails, and that's it. There is no, if you go around, even if you change like quite a bit, the difference is so small and you will be off course. It will be just easier to just drive straight to it. It's still quite a lot of speed. So the wind and all that, yeah, not very much. Not a big fan, all right? And if you're talking about regarding money, remember those factories that I showed you where you have to enable them? It all costs money. So it brings back to my previous attempt when I tried to decipher how many currencies we are talking about here. And the article says simple, 2 currencies. Well, that was a lie. It's not a bad thing. There's more currencies and everything. But can you make it even more confusable? Because you see at the top we have silver. This is a basic currency which you need to spend in these factories, manufacturers, to make these 8 pieces of 8, which are golden, but this is not that golden. Yes, that was my mistake when I took down the video, thanks to you, because I was wrong. Let's rectify that. But what the is this? I have 1110. This is when you take in the helm. I need to be in helm to show you that. We can go there, no problems. So you have silver, then you have pieces of 8, then you have this third currency, I don't know the name of it, and then on top of that you have gold. And of course also there are merchants that are just selling by rubies and something. There are about, I'd say, 4, 5, 6 currencies where the original article still says no, that's not. So you see, we have this leaderboard where you have literally against every single other thousands of people, and when you beat players, when you beat it, you have this reward, the coin that has no name. I don't know. I'm not going to read again through half of the internet where none of that is true what they are saying about their own game. So here, these 500, this is the currency I was talking about. This is what they call gold. Ooh, I can purchase it with silver. All right, that's good. Not spending that money, spending this money. This is a nice touch. You don't have to spend this precious but absolutely unprecious gold. I didn't even notice that. But that besides the point, we don't have only 2 currencies. There are way more. So this depth in sense is good, from other sense this is confusing as fuck. So even more chance for them to slip a little bit and I'm not saying they will do that. Hopefully not. But the whole depth, I'm saying 3. This is the best I can do, because all this upgrade, all these weapons, everything, there's just one base number, whatever they are going with, that's it. I don't doesn't feel. And what hurts the most, this person right here, the captain. I'm the captain, that's me. It doesn't reflect anything, that you don't have any charisma, strength, navigation skills, nothing. It's literally just ship. With ship, again, just bare ship does not mean nothing. I'm gonna show you. Of course I'm gonna show you. Where else? We are going to talk about ups and downs for this game than in this review video, because it is regarding depth, which is absolutely failing. Is the ships. At the start of the game, you have a healer ship, which is rank 3, level 3. You will never ever be able to beat and get as high as all other ships. Why? Because the base. Let me show the crafting. Let's craft. You see, this is a rammer. This is a Hulk tank. This is a healer. The only healer. Oh, level 2. Only level 2. Then we have level 3. Damage, 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 and 1 tank. So 1 healer level 2, where it has so little places where to store furniture, that gives extra bonus. So everyone mentions in the review that only those 4 ships at the end game actually come in play, because yeah, we have details. How many? These only have four of the places. 4 of the 4, 4, 5, 5. So only 2 of these ships actually have 5 furniture spots, which is kind of crucial, but doesn't mean that much. Yeah, that's why my tank has only 4. This is literally the best ship ever, because of the rating 5 and 5 slots for the furniture, which means all of these are just pointless. This healer, pointless. This tank for furniture sets, kind of disappointing. So what kind of depth we are talking about if the same system is built absolutely without any depth in mind? Just go with the biggest number and you will be good. Another disappointment. Sorry, taking a lengthy time, but controls. If this, as you can see, it feels like great, I'm running around. On land, it's absolutely nightmare. Especially when you see what happens. I'm releasing my keyboard, and the character keeps like final steps. It's who created how this character moves on land must be fired and never hired in any gaming industry. I'm serious, guys. If no one else mentions this, they are lying to you. Ship battles, yes, as you can read, the sea storms were in the middle of ocean. Here are the great big fights, the waves and everything that you can engage in some battles. That feels amazing. Ship controls when they are swimming, absolutely amazing. But once you are on the land, whoever created this, especially when you need to land in precise locations so you can talk with merchants, they are standing right there, so you need to hit the spot to be able to talk. And when there is some other player standing right there and you can engage with them, it's just nightmare. It's how this feels. And if you're thinking like, yeah, but you have a ship, why would you walk? Do you know how many places you, every single time you board somewhere, and before you can teleport, you will be on land. You will not be able to fast travel from your ship. You always land. And of course you can without running, but loading in this land will be so often. We're also giving in and taking quests, not even talking about treasure. Treasure finding is literally navigating through the world, through the outposts, with this nightmare of navigation. It's just unbelievable how this game, like, we're making a ship game, so let's absolutely forget how to make controls on land. That's how they went. And minor thing, why I have a question. Fight and eat. When you are in a ship, you have this bracing. Bracing is understandable. You brace, so obviously you can't eat in the same time. But when you are sailing and you spend your stamina, there's stamina bar beneath, doesn't matter. So in a fight, you will be always literally like looking in this, where is the ship, where you can, aim and shoot. So doesn't matter if the front cannons and the side cannons, and then you have other enemies. So you are in this mode. In this mode, you can click, nothing happens. You cannot eat. To eat a food which restores stamina, you need to release it. As soon as you release, you are not ready to shoot. Now you eat, and you go back. And, I mean, eating in the middle of combat already is a bit funny, but why the hell then this is not possible to do the same time? You can embrace and release and keep shooting, that's understandable. Why can't you replenish stamina? Who created? Who made these controls, decisions? And while we are at it, I'm gonna give you the best advice you have for this game. How this game makes absolutely every difference. So when you are, for example, let's pretend this palm is an enemy. Can we? Yes. So let's see. If I stand down and I shoot at the camera, look what happens if I don't move the mouse, but make the ship rotate. You see what happens? Camera rotates with you. But if you go in settings and find under mouse controls, there are decouple camera, which when you enable it and you go back, now when you aim at the tree and start rotating the ship, the mouse stays there, which is absolutely essential to nail down every single fight. But there is one itsy bitsy tiny problem. This decoupling camera, all the time when you restart the game, will be reset. Every single time you start the game the next day, you have to go in the settings because it will be off again, and again. So if we are talking about controls, this is a nightmare. Half of the time you will be on land is nightmare, and then when you are in the sea battle, the coupling camera does not save. Of course, it's a bug, they probably will fix it, but hey, quadruple A game. No, rating 3, right here, because of the controls. Boom shakalaka. Gameplay itself, rating 6 is pretty good because fights, I'm trying to capture everything and just get to the point. Let's get it straight. When the game comes to the point where you shoot and destroy enemies, I'm gonna try to do that. It feels great. And I don't know why, because every single ship before sinking explodes, and it sounds stupid. Not every single ship. Oh no, not gonna engage those. No. This is not for a single guy. I'm gonna die instantly. But the explosions that is there, and you did it. You made them explode and sink and then gather loot. It feels great. It is exciting, and especially when you are fighting in these high waves. Not gonna go there. Not gonna try to capture this moment. Just you will see. You can Google all those videos and everything. It takes quite a lot of time. But just I'm gonna show you this. I shot mortar. You see, half of the health is down. Of course, it's level 6 only, but hey, it has loot nonetheless. 2 shots, because I'm level 11, boom, it feels great. And then you are angry, right, because it was your friend. Well, guess what? When I hit your weak spots and then absolutely destroy you, not gonna board you because who needs boarding if I got the loot anyways? It feels good. It feels real good. And for example, this turret, let me show you what I'm talking about. When you have the colpul, this camera, you see, I can literally just rotate and shoot every single shot, and before loading get my front cannons, and you know what, let's get other side as well. Absolutely effective way to destroy when you have the colpul, the camera, and this feels great. And the same destroying, pillaging cities and all those ships that are arriving, it feels great when the fight is going on. So in gameplay perspective, do they nail the sea combat? Absolutely. I'm not gonna again mention boarding. Honestly, absolutely honestly. You know how harsh I am with the rating, but when I hear everyone whining that there are no boarding, this is online game. You know how much time it took for in Black Flag to board, then fight. You could just defend and infinity wait for your team to your crew to wear out. Others it was like half an hour. What do you expect everyone else in online game to sit and, oh, he boarded, let's give him a time. It was understandable that it will not be Black Flag anywhere near. Why? Because if you try to listen to yourself what you're asking, it was literally Assassin's Creed, single player, story driven, one guy, pause whatever time you want, getting on your ship, boarding, loading back if boarding failed, whatever. That experience cannot be copied to online multiplayer, playing together, anything. So I'm not even going to. This is a bit defending the game because it is not what we wanted. It's different game for multiplayer, for playing together, for fighting together, online experience with friends if you have them. That's it. So a lot of things will be different. So from perspective of gameplay, do I need to remind you what's the end game? How the end game looks? It's literally gathering only the coins. Coins. Did I mention? You have to gather coins. So it is repetitive as hell. And when we are talking about the same side quest and anything, go there, shoot, loot, come back. That's it. Literally. Nothing else. So you can see how repetitive it is before these pieces of 8 comes into play. So that's why I say shoot, loot, repeat. That's the gameplay it is. It is satisfying, yes, but would love to see something else. The experience, yeah, that's the sorry. This is the rating I have for previous games, so it's overall experience, not the game itself. I already a little bit started explaining here, but yeah, the ship combat is great. I'm just saying that it's there. This is the most piracy stuff you will get out of the game. If you're talking about, if you want those boardings and I don't know, land fights and duels and all that, nah, this game does not do that. This game does the experience of contraband, I guess, and ship combat. That's the good part. If you're talking about con, I'm saying no one expected looter shooter, which is literally, if you think about online game, everyone plays together, kind of will nail down to that part. It will not be story driven, story rich boarding stuff and everything. No. So I'd say, yeah, the land gameplay is disastrous. The whole experience on the land is disaster. This whole thing, this helm stuff, which is literally feels a little bit also like a web game. When you have some things, you put, ooh, I gathered a lot of things. Let's craft something. It will take how much? Ooh, 4 hours. Let's come back after 4 hours, because then this thing A will be done and I'm gonna do thing B. Oh my god, the experience, yeah. It's not piratey at all. This is like extending the gameplay. And if you're thinking, that's why, well, I can give you already the idea. If you're wondering if Black Flag concurrent player just rose, yes, absolutely, because it does not scratch the pirate itch, right? This game literally is there and available and live only because we want some pirate stuff. Does it fully scratch it? Nah. That's why I give rating 5. The overall experience, the start and everything, yes, yes. And you see, someone calls for the help. By the way, I have to mention, I don't know where to put it, but this that comes over on the screen all the time about everything that happens in a game. Have you seen that is literally in this area where all the navigation happens? So if you are wondering that these notifications, if they are coming all the time on top of the things you try to click, yes, they are. The person who is responsible for user interface in this game, together with the person creating how character moves and land, both should be fired. The names should be somewhere written so no one hires them. You can hire them as a cook, as a cleaner, as, I don't know, maybe they write good poetry, but for gaming they should be kept as far as possible. I'm literally I'm serious this time. I'm a nice guy, but this thing, this, how many games have you created where this is not a thing, where you can stop where you want to stop your character, and when they don't run like drunk, like sideways, it's and these notifications, if you're wondering, they are really often. They are absolutely the, you see, every 10 minutes there will be takeover opportunity. It will announce at least 3 takeovers, and there's one non-PvP 4. There will be 4 notifications, one after another. And if at that time you would like think like, oh, I need to set sail, and then start these notifications on top of it, fuck, the experience is just, you get fucked. Sorry for my French. Let's closing arguments and everything. If you're wondering, all these numbers coming together, yeah, this is an average, just an average from everything. 4.2 out of 10. Of course, I'm not giving just out 10s. That's not what I do. That shouldn't be like that. Let me bring back the screen as well. Everything I just mentioned: graphics, music, cinematics, story, pacing, content, game depth, controls, gameplay, and experience overall. So you see where it shines a little bit more and where it's absolute nothing, lack of something. But hey. So it's not only just the bad things. Let me give you my perspective. Why the hell I have this game? First, I want some piracy. That's why we are all here. But second, they will have seasons, which is not great because you will have this FOMO fear, which I don't think will be a thing. Why? Because the season, season reset is after 84 days. It's like 3 months. I could finish this game in 2 weeks. So FOMO will be not there. You will easily get everything. But what this also means, there will be more. We expect and we know there might be whole half of the more map. There could and should be more ships. Maybe they'll introduce level 6 base level. Another healer? I don't know. Maybe, that's the thing. The game is there. Feels like an alpha, like a test. This is what we created. It's not full game. So if we extend the experience, they probably will fix the coupling camera bug. They will open new areas. They will introduce new ships. The Customization I highlight, and I think it's absolutely amazing. I have seen a lot of ships out there which looks amazing. So I'd say the game, if it keeps giving after season 2, 3, it will be a great game. So why not embark on this journey right now? If they will try to sell these seasons as separate with extra any cash, I'm gonna literally make a video like day one, Ubisoft, you're dead to me. That's my promise. I have hope, fingers crossed, they will not be that stupid, because as let me point out the mistake I made. This gold that you can purchase with real life money cannot give you any advantage, only cosmetic items. So that was my mistake from my part. So the least I can give this game a chance to show us in season 2, 3 what the full-fledged game after, I don't know, then a year will be. And then I have a feeling then we will have way more for our money. Now we feel a little bit robbed. First, because we expected something else. Second, because it is not full game. It's season 1. They are just rolling out. And if they keep the clean slate that with money you can purchase only cosmetic items, I hope that fills their revenue needs and they can keep pushing out new content without any extra cost. So that's why I still have some hopes. I can of course show you again not so pleasing 4.2, but this 4.2, whenever you see this video, take a note when this video was released. It is when Skull and Bones came out, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks, 2 weeks later. So this is about season 1. In year, let's take a look. I hope this number goes up to 6, 7, and then it will be amongst all other AAA games. About the 4th, dear CEO of Ubisoft, get the fuck out of here with your nonsense, alright? Thanks for watching. It was a lengthy video, but I felt I need to make it from my perspective, from my mistakes where I mixed up the coins. I tried to make up with the Ubisoft, so there it is. We'll see in other videos. Cheers.